Hi students, today we're going to talk about parts of speech, and we will specifically talk about nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs. And this is for our intermediate vessel hybrid class. Okay, let's begin. So first we will review nouns. As many of you know, nouns are a person, a place, or a thing or idea. Okay, so a person is a noun, a place such as the beach or Hotel del Coronado is a noun, and a thing such as a car or an umbrella is also a noun. And we also have verbs. There are two main types of verbs. One includes action verbs. And remember, verbs are important. Every sentence or question must have a verb. Action verbs describe an action. And we use many different action verbs. What are some action verbs you can think of? Yep, you are right. We have many, and I'm sure you thought of many of these that I will show you now. But one example is run. Running is an action. Laugh. Laughing is an action. Walk. Walking is an action. Sing. Talk. Dance. Listen. Read. Win. Play. And move. All of these verbs describe an action, something that you can do. Okay, we also have non-action verbs. So yes, you are correct. These verbs do not describe an action. But they are very important because every sentence or question must have a verb. And non-action verbs are verbs that describe a state of being. So not an action, they describe a state of being. These verbs are non-action verbs. What non-action verbs can you think of? Maybe this was a little bit more difficult, but I will give you some examples. So some non-action verbs include be, the verb love, the verb like, and the verb feel. These are all non-action verbs. You can't do these things. They are just states of being. And the be verb is one of the non-action verbs that we use very, very often. Okay, let's move on to adjectives. Adjectives give information about nouns. And remember, a noun is a person, place, thing, or idea. So oftentimes in a sentence, we will write the adjective or say the adjective before the noun. So it's adjective plus noun. So I will give you some examples. For example, Helen is an intelligent girl. We have the adjective intelligent, and then we have the noun girl. I am a slow driver. We have slow as the adjective, driver as the noun. slow driver. It was a very easy game. Easy is the adjective, game is the noun. We can use a different adjective. We could say it was a very difficult game, or it was a very fun game. It was a very hard game. So we can use a different adjective, but it needs to come before the noun, game. Okay, we also have you're a good dancer. Or we could say you're a bad dancer. You need some practice. Okay. And if you need to write down any notes, you can always pause this video and then continue when you are ready. Okay, we will move on to adverbs. Adverbs give information about action verbs. There are other types of adverbs, but the adverbs we will talk about today give information about action verbs. So the word order for these, we first write the action verb, or say the action verb, and then the adverb. So it's action verb plus adverb. So some examples. She talks intelligently. Talks is the action verb. Intelligently is the adverb. I drive slowly. Drive is the action verb. I can do this, I drive. And slowly describes how I drive. I drive slowly. He won very easily. Win is the action verb. Easily is the adverb. You dance well. Dance is the action verb, and well describes how you dance. And you will notice for the adverbs, it's simply the adjective plus ly. So for example, the adjective is slow, so we add ly, and the adverb is slowly. Okay? Okay, great. Let's continue. So just to review, these are, on the left we have the adjective plus the noun sentences, and you can compare these to the sentences on the right, which include the action verb and the adverb. So we would say Helen is an intelligent girl, or we could say she talks intelligently. I am a slow driver, or I drive slowly. These two sentences are the same. We just are using different ways to say them. It was a very easy game, or he won very easily. You're a good dancer, or the same sentence, but the same meaning, but a different sentence would be, you dance well. Okay. Some useful language that might help you understand the difference between adjectives and adverbs. You could ask how to identify the adverbs in a sentence. You can ask what kind of to identify the adjectives in a sentence. So for example, how does she drive? She drives carefully is the answer, and in carefully, that is the adverb. So how does she drive? The answer needs an adverb. She drives carefully. Or we could ask, how does she talk? And we want to describe the verb talk, so we will use an adverb. She talks intelligently. Okay, and don't forget to add ly to your adverbs. And now let's see an example when we ask, what kind of? What kind of driver is she? And we need an adjective to answer this. She is a careful driver. We're describing the noun driver, so we need an adjective. What kind of girl is she? And our answer needs an adjective. She's an intelligent girl. What kind of girl? An intelligent girl. Okay, we also have irregular adjectives and adverbs. So usually for the adverb, we take the adjective and we add ly, but these are irregular, so we don't add ly. So the adjective is fast and the adverb is fast. And good is also irregular. So the adjective is good, but the adverb is well. And the adjective is hard, the adverb is hard. Let's see some examples. She is a fast runner. Fast describes the noun, so this is an adjective. She runs fast. This is an action verb. And then we have the adverb. She runs fast. He is a good student. We are describing student. This is a noun, so we need the adjective, good. He studies well. We are describing the action verb study, so we need the adverb, well. And she is a hard worker. We are describing the noun worker, so we need the adjective hard. Or we could say she works hard. We're describing the verb works. We need the adverb hard. But the adjective and adverb are the same, but here it's an adverb in this sentence, and in this sentence it's an adjective. Okay, so that is it for parts of speech. You can review this video if you need, and when you are finished, you can take the quiz. Okay. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thanks so much.